Can y'all see that okay at least?
Yeah.
Can y'all not cheat by looking at the bottom?
I won't.
Promise. All right. So today we're going to do how to identify prospects and the services they need. I think this would be a good one to cover. This is one I thought of because a lot of times people have questions. They want to know about budgets. I mean, I'm not going into specifics. It's kind of like an overview first. And then we can go more into like more specifics if you guys want to at the end of this little slideshow here. So first slide is understanding who your prospect really is. I think this is going to help you guys a lot because it'll help you identify which businesses or business types, what services are the best to sell them, really. All right, so understanding who your prospect really is. The new ChatGPT image generator is friggin' awesome. Y'all like that picture?
Yeah. For real.
I know, right? And that's real dog shit he's picking up. It's awesome. All right, so identify, segment, and target high-quality leads. To sell effectively, you must deeply understand the type of client you're speaking to. Ask yourself these questions. You can obviously adjust this based upon, as you go. This is just like a basic template for you. So ask yourself, what industry are they in? And then Adam's favorite question, what's their budget, their monthly marketing revenue, or their budget, however you want to word that. How established is their digital presence currently? Like, just do a quick audit. Just look at their Facebook page. How many followers they got? Look at their website. Does it look like crap? I mean, you guys know the drill. Just running through and kind of getting a basic idea of what to look for. Some red flags. Are they local, regional? Are they a national company? What specific goals or challenges are they facing? I know for like TeamU, for example, right? These tariffs are effing them up hard. So I mean, if you just do enough research or just check out some news and stuff, you'll learn a lot of stuff about each business type and what they're currently facing. And a lot of politics have to do, or impact, I should say, a lot of that as well. So client types and matching service needs. So number one, local service-based businesses. Common needs would be Google Business Profile, GMB, optimization, as well as local SEO, which is GMB is a component of that, but they also, ideally, you want to have them at least at tier 2, just to really get some effective SEO going. Local service ads, if they qualify, check with Charlotte too, because it does change. Also, you can just Google that shit because that's typically what I do, and you did the same thing, right? Everything's on Google. If you guys have a question, ask ChatGPT, ask Google, ask Gemini, ask Grok.
Wait, actually, let me just make a note on that. The structured snippets.
Feature snippets.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Featured snippets, that's the first AI part that comes up. It is wrong. 9 times out of 10, they are saying that every business is eligible for Google Guaranteed local service ads.
Oh.
Go to the local service ads website. Under the homepage, there's all the list of everybody. So every single service that's eligible, it's there.
Okay.
First Google search is not correct because it's saying that limos can do Google Screen and they can't.
Yeah, that's misleading. So that sucks. So sorry for Google. On behalf of Google, I apologize.
Yeah.
Websites with service pages and calls to action. Everybody knows what the call to action is. Like call now, buy now, submit, book. Some examples of service-based businesses: plumbers, electricians, landscapers, auto body shops. I would ideally stay away from pressure cleaners or pressure washers, painters. They just don't have the budget to really do much. Plumbers and roofers are good. Electricians are good. There's a bunch of really good, solid service-based clients. Client types and matching service needs continued. Number 2, medical and wellness practices. So chiropractors, dentists, doctors, med spas, rehabs, SEO for appointment booking keywords, paid ads either through Facebook or Google, reputation management, which we don't really do. We actually can with the responding to reviews and stuff, but when it comes to I don't know, we got to really change the pricing on that because that's very specific and that's a lot of time and that's a lot of effort. If we have like 160 just clients doing, like GMB, and they want, how many GMB clients only do we have? Do we have 200 roughly doing GMB?
Yeah.
So if we had that many doing just GMB and they want us to add reputation management, we got to come up with some kind of fee structure to implement with that, because that's a lot of time, a lot of man hours to stay on top of all that. Another thing for these are educational content, blogs, FAQs, et cetera, so on and so forth. Like Florida Foot Specialist, they actually rank very well with their blog content. That's something you can definitely sell to anybody in the medical and wellness arena. For law firms and financial services, Google Ads, SEO tier 2 or 3, strong homepage and landing pages. Every service that they offer should have its own page. And then sub-service pages included that should also have those. Authority building, everybody know what that is? Like domain. Yeah, exactly. Like you just want to build up their domain authority, and you can do it through a lot of off-page SEO and through blog content, things of that nature.
Wait, I didn't hear what? What is it?
Chris will explain everything to you.
Yeah, so like off-page SEO as far as like backlinking. If we do the digital press releases, which seems like the fastest, most effective way to go, that's pretty expensive.
Press releases, you said?
Oh yeah,
okay.
Yeah. In addition to that, you can also do a lot of content marketing with blog content, things like that. So examples would be personal injury attorneys, accountants, estate planners. Okay, and e-commerce or product-based brands. We don't have a whole lot of clients that do retail. I mean, some of them do retail in addition to the services they offer, like med spas and things like that. But again, you can do Facebook ads, Google Shopping, which is also the Google Merchant Center. I always try to pitch that to a lot of clients doing either SEO or paid ads because it does help. Retargeting campaigns, conversion optimized landing pages. The CRO, the conversion optimized landing pages, is more part of SXO strategy, and SEO for product categories. And you don't have to go too much into that. Just call it SEO. Examples that we could definitely target to use all these elements would be skincare brands, apparel, nutraceuticals, supplements, pretty much anything that's FDA approved and Google approved. We don't want to get into like vapes or anything like that because that's kind of a pain.
I tried.
Did you? Oh yeah, no, that's a waste of time. Identifying needs on the first call, and practice identifying and disqualifying leads based on predefined criteria right there off rip.
If that's what you call them, that we've ever had. They can't stand it. So let's get that straight. And they like me more than just about any
performance, identify previous experiences and what they did like, what they didn't like. So ask them like what's worked for you in the past. If they've never used any, then you can gotta.
So let's get that straight. And they like me more than just about any of them.
Common needs, what marketing channels are you using or currently using, what's working, what isn't. Just kind of reiterate all this. What's your goal in the next 6 months? How are you tracking leads and sales now? Have you worked with marketing before? You guys know the drill, like just generic questions you guys have asked. And if anybody seen this video, I love this video. Y'all seen this? I've showed y'all this before. I just love it.
If that's what you call
What's the volume, man?
That we've ever had. They can't stand it. So let's get that straight. And they like me more than just about any of them. And that's based on every single bit of information.
We can duck.
As far as Russia and Ukraine.
I just love that video. Sorry.
I like this. I don't know what the hell you just said.
Yeah. I don't think he knew what he said either. Yeah, that was good.
That was good. Yeah. I'm getting a kick out of this.
Let's see. Red flags and sales signals. Know what to listen for. Red flags. We just want to go viral. Some people like that, especially some of the boomers or Gen X, the one who like go viral. Like they have no idea what they're talking about. They just want to do it. I can't afford more than $200 a month. Painters, pressure washers, things like that. I just want a logo and nothing else. Also, a lot of our clients actually have logos, but don't really because they're not real logos. They're just like maybe something they got on Fiverr that's like a PNG or something like that, but it's not like in vector format and they can't really do anything with it. On the flip side, green light signals, we're investing in growth and need more leads. We've been burned before, but we know we need help. We're getting lead. I feel like the number 2, I feel like that one would be right up your alley. I feel like you can kind of calm them and soothe them a little bit. I feel like that's just my impression from you.
So I was focusing on this.
Sorry.
What did you say?
I was saying number 2, where somebody, a prospect would say, we've been burned before, but we know we need help. I feel like you kind of talk them off the ledge.
I do.
Yeah, that's a specialty. That's the
Yeah, exactly.
So then when they push, then you heard what I do with, if they out of control, I will put it in place real quick.
Yeah.
Good.
I do.
Good. No, that's good. It's perfect.
Good qualities.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a fine line. Yeah.
Yeah, who does the fuck around, man? Who put you right in your place?
Yeah. We're getting leads, but they're not converting. That's a pretty common one. Our website is outdated. We need a full refresh. That's also a common one. Do you know there's a lot of agencies right now going around saying that they're telling prospects or just random businesses that they need a brand new website every 2 years, and they're buying that. They're eating that shit up. It's crazy. They told Van Kirk that.
And like people don't know. I mean, they should. I mean, I can't blame them for actually believing it either.
Yeah. No. I mean,
people just don't know.
Everybody's an expert in their own arena. So you can't expect everybody to know everything.
Yeah.
Some cheat sheets here for you. I'm going to send you guys this in PDF form too when we're done. Matching services to stages of a business. Map the maturity level to your service offering. So for startup businesses, they typically don't have any branding. They don't really have much of anything. They're literally starting from scratch. Like maybe they just got their LLC on SomeBiz, or maybe they just joined Alignable or something like that. If they're growing, maybe they have some website traffic but no conversions. That's where Google Ads would come in. CRO and or SXO, GMB, review generation, which we don't really do. Like I said, we're trying to work out reputation management and review generation structure on that. But as of right now, TBD. But I just want to let you guys know that's something we can offer at some point here really soon. Established businesses, they're getting healthy traffic, but they need to scale. Maybe they've been stagnant for like 6 months or something like that. SEO, paid ads, content, social, the whole works, whatever. Saturated, again, Kelly Van Kirk, competitive niche, flat growth, they kind of like, again, stagnant. Advanced SEO, or tier 3 SEO, I should say. Local domination strategy, that's what we did for Van Kirk. It's literally $10,000 a month, but we literally chopped that almost in half for them. I mean, we can work out like a price range for that. But there's a lot going on. For Van Kirk, for example, we're pretty much, I'm actually nervous. I don't know if you guys are nervous about this, but like it's like 180 pages roughly that we have to finish by like mid to late July of like redoing all of them. It's kind of crazy. But here is, if you're in doubt, if they're not ranking locally, GMB and local SEO, a lot of these are, you guys already know for the most part, but for those who haven't been here too long, then this will be for you. If they want more leads, Google Ads plus landing pages. Every Google Ads client does need a landing page. Maybe they have one from a time they've ran ads in the past previously, but if they have not ran Google Ads, or maybe they ran it like it was just a messed up situation where they never had a landing page, they need a landing page, because ideally when you run Google Ads, you want to promote something, whether it's a service, like a discounted service, something like that, and you want to have a dedicated page. It can be on the website, just a standalone page.
Page on their website.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah. You just have to have it.
What you're saying, excuse me, Chris. What you're saying is that they don't have a website, they create a landing page and then just promote the landing page.
Well, what do you mean?
When they're doing search, and you're promoting it on Google Ads, you have to have something, whether it be a landing page or a website.
Well, even if you have a website, you still need a landing page. Anybody know what a landing page is? How would you guys define a landing page?
Which is a single page, and it's like a long strip with all the information.
With a call to action.
Call to action.
They get there from a call to action. That's what they get.
Yeah. I mean, none of your guys' answers are wrong. A landing page just means it's a page that the user lands on after they've made a search inquiry on Google or Bing or whatever search engine they use. It's just a page that they land on. It could be, your contact page is technically a landing page. Your about page is technically a landing page. If they land on it, it's very simple.
So it's good to have both, a landing page and a website.
Well, no, it doesn't really matter. So for organic growth, you want to have a website, obviously. If you're doing paid ads, or Google ads, I should say, you want to have a landing page for the Google ads campaign, for it to direct customers to go visit. You want customers to land on this one page to kind of promote your offering, whatever it is that you're offering. We can get more into that later after this. You guys can ask me whatever questions. Let's see. Needs more awareness, social media marketing. They want to get like their brand out there. wants to convert traffic, SEO plus SXO, which includes CRO and funnel optimization. We got, if they need everything, I'm working on this too, is building like an all-in-one package where we can do pretty much all services for like a flat rate. I think that could be something that's fairly attractive to mid to larger businesses that are looking to hire an agency to pretty much manage all of their crap. You already do a little role play? Yeah? All right. I'm glad I use small fonts. You guys can't really read that, I don't think, on the bottom. All right, so number one, who wants to go first, by the way? I need two people. Well, really just one person. Who wants to go?
I'll go.
Daddy? Okay. All right. I own a roofing business. I'm the prospect on the phone, right?
Okay.
I own a roofing business. We just launched a new website, but we aren't getting any calls. What would you pitch them?
Just launched you got a roofing business and you launched a new website, but you aren't getting calls. We gotta advertise. So do you have a Google business profile?
Yeah.
Okay. How many reviews do you have?
83.
Local service ads, Google guarantee.
Very good. Very good. The only thing you didn't include was the local SEO or SEO component, but everything else is good, man. GMB, local service ads, good job. Who's next? Let's take a shot at it.
Go for it, Russ. Go ahead.
All right. We sell natural skincare products nationwide. Our sales dropped this year. How can you help us? How can you help me?
Where are you advertising currently?
I don't know. My marketing team they were fired. I don't know what we're doing right now. Probably nothing.
So that's the first thing you need a marketing team to understand your business, the back end.
Well, how are you guys going to help me? Like, what would you
sell this way? I don't go right. I don't go for the.
I know.
I ask a lot of questions, but okay.
Well, just you don't have to sell me. Just tell me what service you think would be the best for this client.
Cosmetics issue.
Skincare products. Yeah, cosmetics. Sure.
Google ads, pay-per-click.
Very good. Yeah, Google ads. You can do Facebook ads too if you want to promote the brand and some products on there. But
I'm curious. I have guys that just told me that Facebook doesn't. It depends on the industry how really valuable Facebook is, because I had a bricklayer tell me that he's having success with Facebook, and I have other guys saying Facebook is terrible. So
it's hit or miss.
It is. Okay.
Yeah. You call some of the leads that we get right on Facebook.
More older people.
Yeah. For the most part, it's like, I guess it'd be more anywhere from the boomers through millennials. I guess. Does Gen Z use it?
No, it's really like 45 above.
45 and above.
No, it's younger than that.
No. I'm saying
45.
Yeah.
You sure it's not 35?
I just started using Facebook Marketplace like a week ago.
Yeah, but y'all are y'all in your early 20s.
It's Meta probably. They don't even know they use Instagram.
Okay.
Tom, how old are you? 36?
I would say 35.
I'm almost positive it's 35. I don't know where y'all got 45 from.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's
I'm gonna go with that. I'm almost positive it's 35. But anyways, so any retail business, retail e-commerce company, whatever, should always do Google ads, and I would recommend the Google Shopping ads to the Google Merchant Center just to promote their products on Google. It's also good for SEO, like we discussed maybe 10 minutes ago on this presentation. And Ross or Steve, who wants to take the last one here?
Ross.
All right.
All right, Ross. I run a law firm, and we rely only on referrals right now. Is there another way you could generate business for me?
Sure. Google paid ads.
Okay, yeah, that's one aspect. Yeah, Google Ads. Also,
Google Screen, right?
You could do local service ads for attorneys too, for personal injury, I think, right? And
personal injury. That's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it, right?
Website.
Yeah, you could do a website. They should have a website already. If they don't, then that's definitely something they gotta get. Most attorneys, they have to have like a big ass website to make an impact. Of all business categories or types throughout the nation, attorneys seem to be the ones slightly ahead of doctors that need more content on their website than any other business category. So blog content, service pages, subservice pages, just whatever content. I mean, their whole thing is really about content.
I'm gonna raise my hand really quick.
Yeah.
It's not just PI. It is also estate lawyers. I did figure that out.
Oh, that's pretty recent, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you elaborate again on the? Because I missed it. You're talking about Google. That's incorrect. What is incorrect as far as the list?
So there's this thing on Google now, featured snippets.
AI overviews. AI overviews.
AI overviews?
Yes.
Yeah, when you Google something and then Gemini, for example, on Google give you an answer at the top.
Yes.
Oh,
It's wrong.
Where it says
It's
like yes
not-
or no.
Yes.
And then explanation.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
that's
not giving you the accurate results.
Gemini's not giving you that. So you said Gemini.
Yeah, I don't know if Copilot or whatever Bing uses is.
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
So I've been
But-
using the calculator that you gave us, the LSA calculator with the industry.
So with that, keep in mind that's only for one zip code.
Yeah, one
Nobody
zip code.
targets one zip code. So take that and multiply it too.
100%.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Is that more accurate?
That'll have all the industries. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that page, that's where all of us go for the resource to is straight to the,
Straight to the
to the-
homepage.
yeah.
Local service ads.
Yeah.
Mhm.
all right, the 4 Ps of service alignment.
Is that the prime LSA thing? So they tell you about per lead, the price per lead.
Yeah,
Prime LSA.
I don't, well, Charlotte doesn't trust, I don't trust it either, the calculator. I mean, that's
Yeah.
something you could use.
Wasn't that what you just talking about? The calculator, LSA calculator. What is that? What's
That's what I was talking about.
He was talking
Dean
about.
gave that to everybody.
Yes.
He gave them a different one too,
I know.
Oh, prime
No, it's the
LSA.
same
That
one.
shit
Remember?
helps though.
but it's not real.
No, it's the same one. It's just on a different domain.
Oh, they're just pulling, they just embedded it.
They just embedded
I see, like
Yes.
an API there. Okay.
Don't use that.
Those are the type of questions they ask though. They
Yeah, I know
ask
they do. I know they do, and they're always going to ask how many calls I'm going to get with this budget. Google
Yeah.
Ads. I know the questions they ask. I've been doing this shit for a while. I know.
Okay, but hold on. So when you want to really give numbers,
Yeah.
as to what's the charge per call, where do I go?
Give them a range.
I always say the range is between. It could be as low as 25. It could be as high as 175. But I say.
Well, I would. I mean, you can condense it a little smaller,
Some
but
are 380 per call, depending on. So why is that LSA computer not? Why do you not?
They're only tracking one zip code.
Yeah,
and
which
then
is
I've
fine.
gone back to check if that one zip code actually amounts, and it's different every time.
and they're actually not tracking how much which if it's oversaturated market or not with
Yeah.
a million roofers or real estate agents, for example. They're
Or
also
like one hair salon running.
yeah, and reviews also impact. There's a lot of variables that go into that, so there's no real definitive answer you can really provide them. All I could do is say, hey man, you're gonna get a shit ton of leads. Just trust me. Give me for Google Ads. Give me 3 months. Local service ads. As soon as we get you verified and set up and ready to go, you're gonna start getting calls.
Trust me. Is that what you said? Trust me.
Yeah, they want to hold you accountable.
That's
to
your
something.
answer.
Like Chris
I
is
know.
saying, do the range.
You know what I'm saying? Like
50 to like 125, and that's pretty
But
good.
so I'm okay with that. However, when you look at the calculator, there's some that are like 380, a month. Also per lead, $100 per lead.
Yeah.
Okay, per call. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. Yeah.
there's another thing. I mean, if you really want to get like scientific with it, or try to get like a close approximation, even though it's still kind of BS. But if you take like the average conversion rate for Google Ads is like 4% roughly. If you take that, you take the search volume for that local area, plus you take the cost per click into account. I mean, you can mathematically like kind of figure an average. Yeah, you could, especially through Google Keyword Planner.
Yes.
But it's a lot of work, and you're not going to be able to answer that on the fly.
No, I think $100 a call is fair.
Yeah. 4 Ps of selling digital marketing services. Problem. What problem are they facing? Persona. What type of business are they? Position. What position are they in? Through the different, like, was it 5 or 6 different stages? And potential. What's the revenue or long-term value upside? Tracking progress and outcomes. So KPIs to monitor if you want. I mean, Charlotte's a big spreadsheet person too, and I mean, it's interesting to keep track of all that stuff. So I mean, if you want to take a percentage of discovery calls, this is probably going to prompt Charlotte to try to make one now, I bet.
No.
Percentage of discovery calls that resulted in proposals being sent or deals closed. Average deal size, like what's your average client spending per month?
I got a question. So, like, when someone asks for a proposal, what are y'all sending? Are y'all sending like a contract, or are you just emailing it? Like, this is what
Just a proposal. Yeah, just
like
a
plan, strategy.
yeah, brief scope of work.
It's not
And
necessarily a document that we
It's not
have.
DocuSign.
no, it's not.
No,
Yeah, it's not that.
I'm just saying we don't have like a document that is like
We do. I have templates I can send you.
Okay.
It's
what I usually do. I just be like, I just email.
Just make sure they follow the branding because we've had issues with that in the past. They all look like shit, and we're sending them out there, and they're like, "What the hell is this?" They can backfire. I guess just don't let Adam review it before it goes out because he doesn't care. Let me review it or somebody to see. Client retention based on correct service fit, conversion rate on suggested services. Whatever you guys want to do, it's good to just track your data just to see how you're doing from discovery to conversion. Create a sales toolbox. Everybody using Go High Level for anything?
I do.
You do? I mean, you don't have to. It's not perfect, but it's a good place to kind of keep track of all your data and your prospects and all that. There's also some built-in automations in there that could be helpful. LinkedIn prospecting. Mike's not here, but I know that's something he was starting to do. So I kind of took a little bits and pieces from what I see everybody else doing. Intake questionnaires like discovery call forms, things like that. You guys still use those or no? The discovery call forms?
Never used it.
Where'd they go? Craig would be so upset.
On the floor.
He'd be.
Does anybody have a sales book? That's the question.
Where is the big sales book?
A sales book.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like when you're on the phone with these guys, they want like an attention getter of like really a crash course of like what the hell you could do for them because usually they're up and about. I don't know.
Yeah, that discovery that
shit's too long.
That's more like software consultative type of sale. What he's saying is accurate. It's like you have to master quick response. You get their trust come down.
You gotta be quick. Yeah.
Those discovery calls are just
short and sweet. Yeah, it's too long.
That's set up for a true discovery. When you have an appointment, you have to ask me these questions.
Right.
You're right.
It works.
You're right. That makes more sense. You're right.
Call, there's no way.
You're right. 100%. You're right.
Even those questions when we were starting in the beginning, like that's what it was missing because you got to grab their attention with something that major thing, that major impact. So you got to find some type of hold that they're not getting if they're willing to listen because it's like they're quick to.
Well, that's why I wanted to do a lot of this too because I think like having you guys have a general idea of what these businesses need, these business types need, what kind of service they need. I think it'll be easier for you guys to, like, hey, you're not getting shit from this. Let me help you, whatever.
I'll use that next time.
Not verbatim, but you know what I mean. Website auditing tools, you guys use Raven tools and all that. You can also use GT metrics. We have SC Optimer.
So I've never used it. Is Raven tool, is that valid?
So let me tell you about Raven tools.
Website sucks, what you're saying.
It does. Raven tools, I'd say like Raven tools is good for like scaring them because it'll show like way more errors than anybody else. But the truth of it is a lot of those errors are kind of meaningless. I like GT metrics for the free reports. Those are pretty solid. I like SC Optimer because it's very easy for the client to see because it's actually like a grading system. And it'll show you like priority of like importance and all that. But whatever you guys feel comfortable with using. I know Adam swears by Raven tools. He loves it.
Well, I guess the point is, if you're going to use that, you're criticizing what their decision making. Like that's a very, I don't know. Your website sucks. You have to like that's coming in.
No, that's not. That's how some people approach it. You don't have to do that.
Yes.
I don't recommend you doing that.
Okay. All right.
Some people do that sometimes. Everybody's got their own style. But yeah, no, for you, I would suggest doing that. Stick to your own persona, your own personality, your own devices. Don't force it. Don't try to be something you're not. If you feel uncomfortable, you're probably not doing it right. So
can we have access to that one G timer? What is it called?
Yeah, I don't even know that.
Oh yeah. I'll send you some links for all these. Yeah, I'll send them out to everybody. This is something I pulled from the other training we did that was similar. So if you want to get like a general idea of what things cost, this needs to be updated though. Again, I was kind of throwing this together last minute, so I pulled a couple things from previous classes. The normal rate in South Florida for digital marketing is $150 an hour. For mid to lower tier agencies or firms, they'll typically do $75 for clients. I kind of cut that in half. What I've been noticing lately too is that a lot of businesses, and it's probably due to the economy too, a lot of them are settling for Fiverr and they don't realize how bad they're like screwing themselves. Fiverr, it can be dirt cheap. Sales weekly practice. Practice in your hands your skills always. Suggested practice.
So let's get much.
Yes. Yep. This is just more of a suggestion. It's not something you have to do. I do agree with you with discovery calls. I think those forms are pretty long. Nobody's going to want to stand the call that long without any kind of rapport already built or established. I agree with you there. Do you guys take notes when you're on the phones? Do you guys do any? Yeah, you do. Okay. I think that's good. I think it's good to kind of keep track of that. I think it's good to probably use high level if you can, because we are seeing a lot of overlap too, where there's some businesses get called like 7 times a year, sometimes 7 times a month.
Yeah, but high level is not, even Adam said it's not current because not everybody uses it, so you don't know. Like if I left, you would have a majority of warm prospects on that, but somebody else, nobody. How would you know? Like how would you know not to call these people?
So you should have access to all of them, but they should be assigned to if they're being uploaded correctly. And I don't think anybody's ever showed you either how to do that. But when you upload them, you can tag them to your name, so everybody can see them. But they're actually assigned to you to make any moves.
I have my own, yeah.
Okay.
What I'm asking is, how does somebody else know that this? I don't know what I'm asking.
Like
the duplicate, like 2 people calling the same lead.
Yeah.
If it's not in high level, how would you know? Like how to? Because it's not mandatory to put every lead in. There's not every lead coming in the system.
You really don't unless everybody's using it. Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah.
I got a question.
Yeah.
So is there leads in high level that we can call on? Because it seems like there's some numbers on there.
I'm sure there are
I just go off with a little paper clip that the Facebook things that Adam be giving out or whatnot. So there's what?
Who is he? Print out the leads that come in. He just hands. He just prints out the leads and disperses.
No. That's a good thing.
I usually
cut.
Okay.
Oh yeah, in with one little thing.
You gotta get a magnifying glass too.
That's because I started doing it. I sent it to him one time, all brought out that way that I stopped.
Oh, in the Excel format.
Yes.
Oh yeah. I gotcha.
So to answer my question, is there leads in the high level or whatever?
I can check and see if there are, maybe from John Galvin or Janet or
warm, or I don't mind. Sometimes I convert those that's been called upon and they just get another touch or another person and they respond to it.
Yeah, I strongly recommend using the high level because you can also upload like leads from a spreadsheet into that. And you can even set it on an auto dialer. If you want to use a headset, you could even do that, have them run through. I would recommend doing that because you can also leave notes in there. You can send automatic emails, like text messages, phone call. A whole much stuff you can do inside Go High Level.
The only drawback of the high level I'm not using is because you can dial out,
Mm-hmm.
If they call you back, it doesn't call back to the number. It goes to some random.
Yeah.
And then you lose like 10 minutes, and there's like a 5-minute, 10-minute delay between by the time you get notified on text that somebody's calling. So
what I would do is probably in however the message settings are set up, I would probably put your own personal cell in there so they call you directly.
Okay.
Yeah, instead of the
you know how to do that?
The virtual one. Yeah. Anybody have any questions about anything else?
No.
Good. All right.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris.